You're listening to the WBT Podcast with Michael Lodge. Listen to all of our podcasts at www.wbtpod.com. Stay informed. Let's get started.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
And good morning and welcome to the WBT. This is Michael Lodge. I'm glad that you've joined me. It's always good to see you here, sitting across the table from me as we talk together about business and taxes. Remember, Monday through Friday is always business and taxes. Saturday, I produce an independent music program that lasts about 30 minutes. And then Sunday, we have a Church Sunday where we talk about the spiritual needs of ourselves. To get us ready for the next week, where we again talk about business and taxes and everything else. I read a really good article last night, and it was about how when companies are starting up or they've been in business for a while, but then all of a sudden they burn out. They kind of get this lackluster, right? But sometimes you have to restart your company again. You have to restart it. And that means choosing a much better team. Now, choosing a much better team means it starts from the leadership all the way down. And that means that the leadership their vision must align with your own if you are the owner of this company. If the strategic vision for a company is misaligned at the leadership level, it can't succeed. Leaders are tasked with making critical decisions that will shape the growth of the company. If co-founders are focused on different outcomes, sustained momentum is unattainable. So everybody at the top, the leadership portion, has to be in line with the vision of the company. Now, the other issue is building your team. And listen, I have been in a crisis situation where I thought I had to build a team really fast. And I found out that the decisions I made in those fast, quick, burn down the barn decisions is that I hired the wrong people. So you have to build your team strategically. Ask yourself, what is that individual that's coming into the team? What value do they provide to your company? I think in this guy's article, he said, build your team strategically, don't make fire drill hires. And I'm telling you, it's very, very true. You can't make fire drill hires. It can be paralyzing to replace 99% of companies' workforce, and I don't recommend it if you're in a fire drill situation or a crisis situation, or that you have to rebuild your company. But it's always about what value does that individual bring to my company. Take your time. In the last couple of months, one of my tax practitioners decided to play games. So I said, you know what, this time I'm going to take my time, and I did. I took 2 months to decide, to go through resumes, talk to people, get to know them, and hire the right person that brought in value as a CPA to the firm. And I tell you, that is probably one of the gut-wrenching things that you have to do, is make that final decision on value. Do they fit within the team? Will they fit with my customers and my clients? Will they be honest and dependable and ethical in everything that they do? So sometimes when your company seems to be stuck in a pattern, sometimes you have to come in and you have to clean house. Because remember, it's your employees that build the momentum. If you have a vision and if they know what that vision is, and if they have the momentum to go forward, they will succeed for you. One of the other issues is don't limit your path to growth by tunnel vision. In attempting to find a niche and get stuck on a one-track trajectory, you have to not have so much tunnel vision, but you have to be able to look around you, beside you, underneath you, up above you, and you have to keep moving forward. Change is never easy. I've talked about change so many times on this podcast. But sometimes you have to make change in order to get your company going again. It takes guts. It takes guts to bring in that individual who is not bringing value to your company anymore and let that person go. Sometimes you have to clean house. Change isn't easy, but it's essential for growth. An entrepreneur must be prepared to make tough decisions for the betterment of his firm or his company, or risk the fate of so many failed companies and startups. Aligning leadership vision and values, building a goal-oriented team, establishing a solid foundation for growth, and remaining open to new opportunities are 4 pillars that I would tell any entrepreneur consider when navigating the startup or relaunching your company. And every once in a while we have to relaunch. And I want to get back to the word crisis also. You really do need to plan for a crisis. What would happen if this happened, and how would you respond to it? What team members would participate in protecting the company? Every one of you, from the small barbershop all the way up to the multi-billion-dollar company, has to have a crisis management plan. Because a crisis can destroy a company or a reputation within just a moment or two. But if you're planned and you're ready to respond, you will save your company. I've been there, I know it, I've helped other companies through it, but it's something that you have to focus on. Be prepared for. Change is good. So if you have to make some changes within your company to make it stronger, do it. Don't hesitate. Have your plan of action in place. Remove the weak, replace it with strong, and look at the value that those individuals can bring into your company. Remember, you're not the only one that's responsible for bringing in revenue. You're not the only one responsible for looking at expenses. You're not the only one to be creative in marketing, in strategic planning. Get your employees involved. That's the only way that you can make your company go. Take some risk on your employees. If they have a good idea, go with it. If they have a bad idea, let them know it's a bad idea. But don't think that just because your company is going down that you're failing, because it's up to you to make those changes, those corrective actions to get your company back on track. If you have any questions, send me an email at mlodge@lodge-co.com, and I will be more than happy to help you through your question and get you an answer, or try and find an answer for you. But remember, change is good. If you need to change some or tweak some things in your company, do it. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT and for Lodge & Company. I'll talk with you soon. Bye-bye.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.